Alright, Diablo 4 Server Slam is less than a week away, actually just like 5 days from me making this video. And I've been asked to make a Barbarian build, so we're going to go ahead and make a Barbarian build for the Server Slam. Before we start though, I will be live streaming this on Twitch, so go over and follow me on Twitch if you do watch on Twitch. As well as all you YouTube chads, go ahead and subscribe to the channel as I'll be doing more Diablo 4 content just like this in the future. But yeah, let's begin. Alright, we are on the build section of this video, and I'm just going to explain to you what I think is worth having. But first, keep in mind you only have 21 points you'll be able to spend in the Server Slam event. That is 19 from leveling up, 2 from like the doing the extra stuff around the map. So we're going to spend all those points, but as you can see, I only have 17 out of 21 allocated, and I'll show you exactly why. So starting this thing off, we're going to use Flay, Enhanced Flay, and Combat Flay. Combat Flay gives you thorns, it gives you damage reduction, and then Enhanced Flay gives you vulnerability. A chance for it, of course. Next, we're going to pick up Rend. Rend with Enhanced Rend, and then with Violent Rend, because you have vulnerability, you're going to get more damage. You know, it makes sense. From here on, you want to pick up Rally Cry, Enhanced Rally Cry, and Tactical Rally Cry. This is important because you want to make sure that you're buffing your allies and giving them the ability to basically stay alive. Remember, this is going to be a Shava at level 25 while you're level 20 at the max, so you're going to be kind of weak, relatively speaking, compared to the last beta. Plus, you won't have all the legendary power, so you're going to really want to rely on teammates to really help you out. So this is why we're picking Rally Cry and Tactical Rally Cry, because we want to give as much resource generation to everyone on your team so that they can, you know, do their spells. Next, we want Challenging Shout. The reason we want Challenging Shout is because we're going to be using Booming Voice as well as Raid Leader for heals, and this is going to be obviously tailored towards the Shava, and I would highly recommend getting Enhanced Challenging Shout, but maybe not necessarily investing in these two. I mean, you can if you want, but this isn't really to make a Shava hit you or anything, because I don't even know if he can be CC towards you, but you just want to have high uptime on your shouts, basically. Alright, moving on. Warcry is a great one to pick up. And then I would get Enhanced Warcry. If I'm doing dungeons, because you can use this for leveling, I would grab something like this, just so it can make it a little bit more smoother, you know. But when facing a Shava, I would just have maybe this just for the berserking and damage. So that's just where I would leave it. I would pick up Booming Voice, and then I would max out Raid Leader, because I want to make sure that my allies can get as much heals as possible. Because people will take hits, people are squishy. You want to give them as much chance to stay alive as possible. And Raid Leader is going to do that, right? Frontal Yell, I don't even think this affects him, Ashava, so that's why I don't spec it. But here's where you can actually make your own choice and your own decision, which is great. You can either pick up Leap for more mobility. You will have Rally Cry to give you move speed. But mobility is always very powerful, so if you value mobility, pick up some mobility here, and you'll be good to go. I would get Power Leap in that case, but if you don't value move speed as much, and you want to maybe a little bit more sustain, like healing, I would get Rupture, Enhanced Rupture, and then get Fighter's Rupture, because as soon as you hit them with Rupture, you'll get 15% of your max HP as life, and that's really good sustain. Personally, for me, I like Leap, because I'm a little bit more careful. But Rupture is great as well. But as you can see, you have a solid amount of options depending on how you go. You could have good Rupture synergy and giving yourself some heals, giving your allies some heals with, you know, these two. Well, this doesn't heal your allies, but you know what I mean. You'll get heals. If you choose to go with something like Leap, you can have more good mobility with Leap and Rally Cry. And then you have damage reduction from Challenging Shout, as well as your Flay, Combat Flay, and then you have really good Bleed synergy. So with this build overall, you'll be relatively versatile. You have good AoE clear with Rupture if you choose to use it, and with Ren. And overall, I think it's very solid, and you don't really need to rely on legendary gear to be able to do this. Should you get legendary gear though, I would highly recommend you slot it, and maybe even tailor your build a little bit around it depending on how much gear you get. But if I had to pick a build, I would go something like this, and I think this is going to be the most effective overall for a Server Slam. Alright, that is it for this video. Don't forget to like as well as subscribe. You'll also see that my Twitch is going across the screen, so if you are a Twitch enjoyer and you watch Twitch, go ahead and head over to Twitch and subscribe. I will be streaming on Twitch as well as YouTube. And yeah, I'll see you guys in Server Slam. Later.